You've seen the title. I want to talk a bit about the potential of new game modes being added to Fate Grand Order. This has been talked about for probably forever at this point. I wonder why that is. It's not like Losengo only updates their game once in a blue moon, especially in the Big 2.6, where post-final chapter clarity has hit the fan and set in someone breaking both farming and high difficulty contents. Anywho, this content drought in the game would be solved just by adding new ways to play with your servants. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Right now, FGO's content mainly comes in the form of events, but recently we're getting less and less of them. Also, the fact that the duration of each event is longer, the lack of memorable events in general, and formats rarely differ between each other. These factors all blur this line even more. Like, all we get now is point/mission events, 1 or twice per month if you're lucky, and basically that's it. I think that's such a shame because the base gameplay loop of FGO is very, very solid, and with the wide variety of the characters and their playstyle, I do reckon by having new ways to play the game, it would bring back a lot of life into FGO, whether that's by adding something completely new, recycling old game formats, or fixing what's already in the game. I will talk about you later. Now that everyone's on the same page, the first idea I would like to propose is the roguelike mode being added to Fate Grand Order. Now, put your pitchforks down, listen to me first before hating on the roguelikes, okay? The roguelike mode basically turns whatever the base game offers and mixes heavy RNGs with hyper-inflated contents. Wait a minute. This doesn't sound great on paper, but trust me, when it gets fun, it gets fun. Gacha games mainly do roguelike modes by randomizing the enemy roster/map, introducing upgradable buffs, or some might even go above and beyond and offer a whole new story to it. The randomized map or enemies mixed with restricted team building tests your game knowledge and player skills, which are the reason why roguelikes are so popular. Roguelike's ability to offer these wide range of situations cannot be matched by just normal gameplay, and it is something that FGO is critically missing. Just imagine, right? You are dropped on a mysterious area with random servants that you have to command to survive against what's attacking you. You slowly learn and adapt while making your roster stronger and better by leveling the servants, equipping them with craft essences, or finding new master equipment. And at the finale, you are tasked to fight a difficult battle that crushes your balls, but you repeat this over and over again, figuring out the mechanics, slowly understanding what works and doesn't, and eventually you come out on top. Cinema. This is literally how the FGO's journey went on the story. It fits to the narrative and the gameplay like nothing ever could. Additionally, this game mode has the added benefits of servants becoming more useful. Recent addition of super powerful challenge quest servants now have place to shine. Low rarity units, well, they don't cost much to be added to the team or take as much resources to upgrade compared to the higher rarity units. Maybe some craft essences or even mystic codes could become useful depending on the situations. This roguelike mode has the ability to break the tedious farming gameplay loop we've had to an actual turn-based RPG, with proper strategy, with high numbers of team building opportunities, and biggest point, quote-unquote replayability. This can be put as a monthly event where players are tasked to complete each one to get rewards like grails, bond lanterns, and etc. It rewards player activity while also rewarding creativity and persistence, which is why I think this game mode would be perfect for Fate Grand Order. I will give a credit though. FGO has tried to add new game modes in the past. However, they miraculously disappeared from the game for one reason or another. We can think of Grail fronts that transformed FGO into Fire Emblem, which is a blast, and tower events that test your roster and endurance more than anything else in the game. However, this game mode hasn't been running recently. I wonder why that is. This is a very sad trend to see, but we can utilize these game modes to offer a new experience. Grail front probably has the biggest leap out of any game modes present in current FGO. Controlling you and your servants on a board is critical to the objective, just as much as your regular servant versus enemy fights when you get into an actual battle. The macro level strategy is often important enough so that even when you win those individual battles, you would lose as soon as you, the master, gets attacked a couple of times. Not to say that battles are meaningless. There's multiple ways to navigate the fight, like intentionally letting the enemy live so you can stall, rotating around the servant so you would have favorable matchups, and so much more. This is clearly different from our usual NP 3 times and you're all good gameplay, and that is exactly what is missing from modding FGO. For towers, I don't have a positive view on it myself. I think that continuously repeating similar enemy roster is not my type of good gameplay, but it is different enough with unique twists, testing not only your servant roster but your CE as well. But personally, tower events got mocked by the introduction of Olga quests, where players are tasked to build 10 different teams with unique battle compositions. I guess if I had to add something for both of them, I would expand on their gameplay a little bit. Right now, Grail Fronts doesn't offer much uniqueness between maps, so introducing a new map gimmicks or offering a certain type of new trains that specific class benefits on. Tower events are just that, normal events with extra steps. You typically just bring a couple of AoE units with NP charged CE. Just by having both Groll Fronts and Tower events as part of event rotation, FGO would have fairly unique sets of formats: normal points / mission for general farming, Grill for high difficulty / survivability focused playstyle, and Towers for… yeah, I'm gonna be real, I don't have anything for Towers. Now for the fun part, advanced quests. Ah yes, the high difficulty content that crushes your souls. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, with the introduction of newly added characters like Olga or Blue Marsh, the quests are simply not up to date anymore. You could simply just mint in many of its quests without much effort. This definitely needs to be addressed, as high difficulty content being easy is not exactly healthy, as well as it being, enjoyable. Another factor contributing to advanced quests feeling lackluster is you only need to complete the quest once. There aren't any incentive to complete advanced quests multiple times, where completing them once is just enough. And additional completion wouldn't really amount to much in my opinion. Compare that with stuff like Grell Fronts, where you would want to take out your servants and see how they perform. Or the fact that advanced quests are so set on track with its playstyle, so much so that any deviation from designer's intention would simply result in your team's defeat. The fact that FGO has so much potential when it comes to gameplay hurts my soul. It has so many unique ways to play the game, but we are critically missing a place to actually do it on. New roguelike mode would solve this issue no problem, but reintroducing Grail Fronts and Tower events, or even beyond what I can think of right now, maybe new advanced quests with actual content would be hype, but yeah. What do you guys have in mind? Let me know in the comments down below, and happy 9th and 11th Annie for everyone. I hope that new Annie servants are bangers like always.
月見原を